Hi everyone, my name's Sarah, aka your mom's trainer. Today we're going to be doing a chair workout. All you need is a chair and a couple of 2 to 5 pound weights. Let's get started. Let's get started with our warm-up. First, I want you to go ahead and cross with the arms. Give me a big inhale, reach those arms up as high as you can. And exhale, float the arms on down. Again, cross with the arms. Inhale, reach, get very, very tall. And exhale, float the arms down. Last one, cross with the arms. Big inhale, reach as far as you can. Go ahead and start floating your arms on down. Stop halfway, bend at your elbows, and get some thoracic rotations in, and move into your spine. Very good. Come back to center. We're going to now go into some shoulder rolls. So I want you to take your hands to your shoulders. You're going to first start by bringing your elbows in towards the chest, up as high as you can. Open up the chest, open up the shoulders, back down and around. 2 more times this direction. In, up, out, and around. Last one, make sure you're breathing in, big inhale as you open up, and exhale as you come back down. Let's reverse. Come out, up, out, and back around. 2 more times, we're breathing. You're gonna inhale as you open up the chest. And exhale, come to center. 1 more time. Out, up, in, and back down. Very good. Shake it out. We're gonna now go into some marches. So just super nicely, 1 leg at a time, you're gonna go ahead and start marching. Just try to get that heart rate up a little bit. Very good. Just 1 at a time, a nice pace here. If you want, you can try to bring your legs up a little higher. You want a little balance, or just keep a nice pace here. Opposite arm to opposite leg. Very good. Keep on going. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Next one, we are going to practice some structural things. I want you to go ahead and take your dominant hand on your stomach and your other hand on your back. We're going to practice our anterior and posterior pelvic tilt. So, nice and tall, shoulders above the hips. I want you to go ahead and tuck your pelvic bone up and in towards your belly button. Squeeze your glutes as hard as you can, and then go ahead and release. Good. Again, for a posterior pelvic tilt, take that pelvic bone, tuck it underneath your belly button, and squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. Very good. And relax. 1 more time. Let's inhale. And on your exhale, scoop that pelvic bone, squeeze your glutes, start feeling that core. Beautiful work. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Great job. Let's practice also a couple of hip hinges. So I want you to place your hands on your chair. Take a few steps back away from the chair, so that way just your fingertips are on the chair. With a neutral spine, the back of your head and your lower back should all be moving together here, okay? I want you to give me a big inhale. You're gonna push back into your hips and glutes, looking down at the floor, looking down at the chair, and then exhale. Try that posterior pelvic tilt again. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, take your hips and glutes back. You do not have to go very low. And exhale, tuck and squeeze the glutes at the top. One more time. Inhale, push back into your hips and glutes. And exhale, get that posterior pelvic tilt, squeeze your glutes, get nice and tall, shoulders above the hips, and relax. Great job. For our last one in our warm-up, we are gonna work on some balance. So I want you to place your right hand on your chair. You're gonna plant your right foot, and very nicely, I want you to drive your left leg up. Get as high as you can. Squeeze that right glute. Very good. And very slowly, take that left leg back down. Try your right leg. Drive the right leg up. Get it as high as you can. Squeeze your left glute. And very nicely set it on down. Great job. Again, left leg. Lift. Squeeze the right glute. Good. And very nicely set that left leg down. Other side. Drive the right leg up. Squeeze that left glute. Really get your thigh as parallel as you can to the ceiling. Good. And drive that right leg down. Let's go one more each side. And let's drive that left leg up. Squeeze the left glute. Remember, just fingertips on the chair. Really try to stabilize. And gently take your left leg down. Last one. Drive that right leg up. Squeeze the left glute. And nicely set that leg on down. Great job. Let's move on to our workout. Okay guys, are you ready for our workout? Let's do it. I want you to first take a seat in your chair. We are going to start with chair squats. First, I want you to make sure that your heels are below your knees. I want you to take your shoulders back and out of your ears. Now remember, we want to utilize our glutes as we come up off of the chair, not our knees. So to do so, bring your hands to heart center. You're going to slightly hip hinge forward. And then I want you to push your feet through the floor, and you're gonna come up into that posterior pelvic tilt. Remember, you scoop that pelvic bone up and underneath that belly button. Very good. Let's do 9 more, 10 total. Inhale, nice and slow. Exhale, hip hinge forward slightly. And come on up. 2. Inhale down, shoulders above the hips, just a slight hip hinge forward, and come on up. That's 3. Inhale down, and exhale up. 4. job. For our next exercise, I want you to take a seat in your chair and grab your weights. If you don't have weights, feel free to grab canned goods, water bottles, really anything that you have at home. Take a weight in each arm, and I want you to go ahead and rack up the weights. Knuckles above those elbows. If you have a chair that requires you to stay upright, lean back. Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and go into an overhead press. So we first start inhaling here, and on your exhale, you press up overhead. Inhale, come on down. Exhale, press. Very good. Bring those arms a little bit lower than shoulder height to really stretch into the shoulders, and press. That's 3. Let's do 7 more. Inhale down, exhale up. 4. Great job. Let's move on to our next exercise. For our next exercise, I want you to stay seated in your chair. Feel free to hold on to the sides for a little bit of stability. We are going to try single leg lifts. So first, take your left heel out in front of you slightly. Next, I want you to lift your leg up as high as you can, bring it in towards the torso, and exhale, set it on down. Same side. Let's try 10 reps. Ready? Exhale. Bring that knee in and inhale. Take it down. 2. Exhale. Bring the knee in as close as you can and exhale. 3. Repeat. Very good. Let's go to the other leg. Take your right heel out in front of you slightly. Remember, I really want you to focus on your exhale as that thigh comes in towards your torso, and think about contracting into your core. Let's do it. Ready? Inhale first, and we exhale. Bring the thigh in towards the torso. Inhale down. Exhale. Bring it in. Nice and controlled. And drive. 3. We have 7 more. Great job. Let's move on to the next set. Our next exercise is going to be single leg extensions. So, just like so, take a seat in your chair, And I want you to take your left toes up to the ceiling, squeeze your left thigh as hard as you can, and slowly come on down. Very good. Again, drive your toes up to the ceiling, squeeze that left quad as hard as you can, and slowly come on down. Great job. Let's do 8 more. Exhale. Inhale. Great job. Let's go to the other side. Take your right toes up to the ceiling. Squeeze your right quad and control down. Good. You inhale first and exhale. Squeeze 2. Really flex your right foot. Inhale down and exhale up. 3. Let's do 7 more. Great job. Let's move on to the next exercise. So now I want you to get up out of your chair, and we're gonna use our chair for a little bit of stability. Take one of your weights. Let's start with the weight in your left hand. I want you to place your right hand on the chair and take your left leg back. I want you to take your glutes and hips back slightly, just little knee bends are okay, and take your left arm all the way down for length in your lat. We're gonna start with single arm rows. So when you're ready, you're gonna go ahead and pull the weight up towards the rib cage. Inhale down, exhale, row. Inhale down and exhale, row. Really, really think about reaching that weight down so you can get a nice stretch. And then I want you to keep that inner arm as close as you can to your rib cage. Don't let that elbow go up and past. Keep it nice and close to the torso. And down. Very good. Let's do 6 more. Exhale and inhale. Good. Very good. Let's switch to the other side. Take your weight in your right hand and take your right leg back. Left hand on the chair. Create a little surface area with your legs and very slightly hip hinge back and maintain a neutral spine. Look down at the floor, look down at your toes, let that right arm hang, and when you're ready, you row. Pull that right arm up and in as close as you can. Open up the chest and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull. 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull. 3. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull. 6 more. Great job. Let's move on to our last exercise. For our last exercise in this sequence, we're going to work on a little bit of balance. I want you to grab the weight in your left hand, and I want you to take your right hand on the chair for some balance. Plant your right foot, and then go ahead and drive that left leg up. Great job. Squeeze that right glute, and we're going to hit some bicep curls. So I want you to start with your palms neutral, so facing towards your legs, and then as you curl up, you're going to rotate the palm towards your arm, and then you come back down. Inhale. Try to keep your shoulders over the hips, and exhale. 2. 8 more. Inhale down, exhale up. 3. Great job. Really embrace the core. 4. Very good. Rest. Woo! Good job. Shake it out. We're going to go to the other side. So you can turn your chair on over or walk the other direction. I'm going to place the weight now in my right hand, left hand on the chair, and very nicely, last one, drive your right leg up. Great job. Really squeeze that left glute. When you're ready, go ahead and take that right arm up into your bicep curl and back down. Remember, you want to rotate the palm towards your shoulder and then come back down to neutral. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you come down. Try not to rely on the chair a lot. Fingertips are okay. Do what you can. 6 more. Great job today, everyone. If you are just beginning your fitness journey, this is a great place to start. I do recommend repeating these exercises 3 times in a single session to get results. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite exercises. Until next time, I'll see you guys again. Have a great day.